Hi students, welcome to Chemistry Online. So in this class we are going to discuss only single topic. After discussion of the topic the chapter will be finished, that is biomolecules chapter will be finished. The topic is DNA fingerprinting. The topic is DNA fingerprinting. The topic is DNA fingerprinting. So what is DNA fingerprinting means? The process of identify individuals by analyzing the sequence of base in DNA. The process of identify individuals by analyzing sequence of DNA, sequence of base, analyzing the sequence of base in DNA. Sequence of base in DNA is known as DNA fingerprinting. DNA fingerprinting. Okay, see here, the sequence of base pair, the sequence of a base pair in DNA is different for different persons. Okay, see for example here, simplified structure of or simplified chain of nucleic acids. Simplified chain of a nucleic acid. Simplified chain of nucleic acid. Okay, see here, base, sugar, phosphate. Okay, next sugar, base, next phosphate. Okay, then next sugar, phosphate, base. Okay, it is this simplified chain of base attached with the sugar is attached with the phosphate, base attached with the sugar attached with the phosphate. Next base, sugar, phosphate. This is n times. So this is repeated n times. They are nothing but polynucleotide chains. These are called polynucleotide chains. In these polynucleotide chains, the base pair, bases are pyrimidine, purine, already we discussed. So here the process of identify individual by analyzing sequence of a base, sequence of base, sequence of base in DNA is known as DNA fingerprinting. What I meant to say, the sequence of the base is different for different persons. The sequence of the base is different for different persons. Okay, it cannot altered by surgery. Okay, see here, the sequence of a base pair is different for different persons or different individuals, different persons means individuals. Okay, the sequence of base pair is different for different persons. And one more thing, it cannot altered by surgery. It cannot altered means it cannot change. So it cannot altered, it cannot altered, ALTERED, altered means change. It cannot altered means change. It cannot altered by surgery. It cannot altered by surgery. Okay, so this is DNA fingerprinting. This is called DNA fingerprinting. Understand what is a DNA fingerprinting means? The process of identify individuals by analyzing the sequence of base in DNA is known as DNA fingerprinting. So it is nothing but a simplified chain of nucleic acids. Simplified chain of nucleic acids. Base, so base sugar phosphate is a number of times. This is also called polynucleotide chains. Polynucleotide chains. See here, the sequence of base pair. Base pair means DNA containing pyrimidine and a purine. That is the base pair. That is, the base pair is different for different persons. So here the sequence of base pair is different for different persons. It cannot altered by surgery. See, if you take some criminals who are doing their criminal activity, oftenly they may change their fingertips. So you know now everyone having fingertips. So some criminals for continuing their criminal activity, they may change their fingertips by surgery, but they cannot change their DNA by surgery. So DNA is different for different persons. So that can be useful for identifying, that can be useful for policemen and remaining who are working in departmental like CBI, like that. So they may identify the criminals by using their DNA. So criminals may change their fingertips. Fingertips means by surgery, but they can't change their DNA. Okay, so that is it cannot altered, means it cannot altered by surgery. So this is a DNA fingerprinting. Now you have to know applications of DNA, applications of DNA fingerprinting. Okay, see, first one here we may discuss applications. Applications of DNA fingerprinting. What are the applications of DNA fingerprinting means? See here, to identify individuals. So, to identify dead bodies in any accident by comparing the DNAs of parents and children's. Okay, if you take fire accident, the body is totally burnt, but we can't identify the face. That time we may compare their DNA with their parents' DNA or children's DNA. Then identification can be done. So what I meant to say, identifying dead bodies identifying dead bodies in any accident by comparing DNAs of parents or children's. So identifying the dead bodies in any accident by comparing DNAs of parents and children's. Next, identify the criminals in forensic laboratories identify the criminals in forensic laboratories. See here, next, identify the paternity of individuals. Okay, then identify the paternity of individuals. So you may identify paternity means a father or mother of an individual by comparing the DNA. Okay, next, to determine racial groups and rewrite their evolution, the biological evolution, to determine racial groups. So to determine racial groups and rewrite biological evolution. See here, to determine racial groups, to rewrite biological evolution. Okay, so these are the applications of DNA fingerprinting. Okay, so this is a DNA fingerprinting and it is applications of DNA fingerprinting. So this is very important for 4 marks. It is important for 4 marks. Okay. So what is the DNA fingerprinting means? If you take nucleic acids is the polynucleotide chains. Polynucleotide chains contain base, sugar, phosphate, base, sugar, phosphate. So the process of identify individuals by the sequence of, by analyzing sequence of DNA, by analyzing sequence of base in DNA is called DNA fingerprinting. So it is the process of identify individuals, so person to person. So by analyzing the sequence of base in DNA is known as DNA fingerprinting. If you take a DNA fingerprinting chain which is simplified, so it is like this. So base, sugar, phosphate, base, sugar, phosphate, like this. So here if you compared this DNA is other means others DNA, that is quite different. So it is the sequence of base pair is different for different persons. Why? Because the sequence of base pair is different means DNA also different. So one family members having same type of DNA, so we may identify the family members who belongs to same type of DNA. That is nothing but identification of paternity. So here, so it cannot altered by surgery, means everyone should have fingertips. So these fingertips may altered by surgery, but so if you take some criminals who are continuing their criminal activity, they may change their fingertips by surgery. Oftenly they may change their fingertips by surgery, but they can't change their DNA. So that's why it cannot altered by surgery. So here these are DNA fingerprinting. Next, if you take applications of DNA fingerprinting, the first one is identifying the dead bodies. So if you take some accidents which are severe, dead bodies are severely damaged in some accidents. So for identification the dead bodies is very difficult to some policemen, so whatever it may be, which are belongs to their family members also. So what I meant to say, if you take the dead body DNA and comparing with the parents DNA and daughters children's DNA, then we may identify the dead body belongs to whom. So that is nothing but identification of dead bodies in any accident by comparing DNAs of parents and parents or children. So identify the criminals. So if they leave means if they catch some clues in the spot, that clues are comparing to with the criminals DNA, then we may identify the criminals in forensic laboratories. Identify the criminals in forensic laboratories, then identify the paternity of individuals. So father and mother, identification of father and mother to notifying them. So that is nothing but identify the paternity of individuals, and then to determine the racial groups, rewrite biological evolution. So if you take some animals or plants which are belongs to category, so by taking their DNA and we compared, and then we may match the racial groups which the plant is belongs to, or which the animal is belongs to that particular group. So this is briefly DNA fingerprinting and applications. Okay, so this chapter is over, which is nothing but biomolecules. Okay, some more biomolecules is given, but that is not in this year's syllabus. So here what we discussed in this chapter means, first we discussed proteins, amino acids, next proteins, next nucleic acids, next their structures, nucleic acids types and their bases, structures, next DNA fingerprinting, nucleic acids and their functions also. What are the functions of nucleic acids means, nucleic acid is responsible for synthesize the protein in the cell, and which is responsible for heredity, which transmit characters from one generation to next. That is nothing but okay, functions of nucleic acids. Okay, so this is briefly biomolecules. So proteins, amino acids, nucleic acids and their functions. So this is briefly DNA fingerprinting. See, the chapter is over. So up to this topic, the chapter is over. See, one more, we are going to discuss one more chapter. So we don't have time now, I hope. So I will revise how many chapters we finished and how many marks we covered in this short span of time. Okay. See here, the first chapter, which is nothing but a solid state. It is 4 marks according to previous blueprint. And second chapter, solutions, we covered. So it is 4 plus 2 marks according to previous blueprint. And third chapter, chemical kinetics, electrochemistry. Chemical kinetics and electrochemistry, it is 8 plus 2 marks. You are going to face 10 marks. Deleted syllabus also we discussed in these chapters. Next, fourth chapter is surface chemistry. It is a 4 marks chapter. Then fifth chapter is metallurgy. It is a deleted syllabus. Already we discussed. So you don't read this chapter for IP. Okay. It is 4 plus 2. It is a deleted chapter. This year it is a 30% deleted syllabus. Okay. So don't read this chapter for IP. Next, sixth chapter, P block. Okay. So P block means it is a 12 marks chapter. Okay. Fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th, total 4 groups are present in this P block. Next, 7th chapter is nothing but D and F block elements. So it is also 4 plus 2 marks. Okay, like previously discussed, 8th chapter. 8th chapter is nothing but biomolecules. It is a 4 marks chapter. So these chapters we finished. Next, remaining total 13 chapters we have in chemistry. 8 chapters we finished, one with including one deleted chapter. Next we have to discuss next 5 chapters. In 5 chapters, 2 chapters completely deleted, and next we have to discuss only 3 chapters belongs to organic chemistry. 3 chapters are deleted means 14 marks syllabus is deleted. Total out of 76 marks you have to write the paper. 60 marks, see, you are going to face the paper 76 marks. 60 marks you have to write the paper. So out of 76, so 14 marks is deleted. So how many marks we covered? 6, 10, 10 plus 10, 20, 24, 30. 30 plus 12, 42, 42 plus 6, 48, 48 plus 4, 52 marks we covered. 52 marks we covered. Next, remaining only 3 chapters we have. In these 3 chapters we are going to discuss 16 marks. 16 marks. Okay. See, 58 plus 78. So 68 marks. Remaining marks is deleted. So deleted syllabus also we will discuss. First we have to finish the syllabus what we have for this academic year. Understand? So this is briefly chapters covered in chemistry. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chapters covered till up to date, till the date. So here this chapter is completely deleted. So don't read questions from this chapter completely. Then polymers also deleted. We are not discussed that chapter. And chemistry in everyday life also deleted. Still we are not discussed. Remaining 3 chapters we have in organic chemistry we are going to discuss. Okay.